Alright, I'll play along. Hit me with your best shot, Detective Martini. Let's see if this old brain can handle it.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Well now, that's an interesting question, isn't it?
Yes, it
And
is.
suppose if a woodchuck could chuck wood, it would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby, and today we are checking out a new game called Vaudeville. And huge thank you to Bumblebee Studios for offering me a review copy of this game so I could check it out on the channel. Yeah, it is safe to say that this game is completely different from anything else I have ever played. Now on the surface, this is actually a fairly simple premise. It's essentially a murder mystery. What makes it unique, however, is that every character in it, and all the ones we can interact with, are basically powered by AI. Which means we can have conversations with them and they will, in real time, using AI, generate responses. Now, I don't know how this works, and in fact, I think if I remember correctly, we can actually use the microphone to have a real conversation with them. So yeah, needless to say, I am really looking forward to finding out how this works, if we can do anything about the mystery, and let's be honest, because, you know, I'm me, we're probably gonna mess with it a little bit. But yeah, when I found out this game existed, I couldn't wait to get my hands on it, and again, huge thank you Bumblebee for offering me a key to this thing. And it is probably worth mentioning that I am doing this slightly out of order. There is an introduction that shows up before the menu screen, which we will actually be opening the video with, and there is a bit of a flickering light warning on that. So yeah, if that's a thing that affects you, by all means please just look away. The next time you hear me talking, it will be safe to look back.
The second I stepped off the train into the city of Vaudeville, I could feel the weight of its melancholy in the air. Even the drizzle that clung to the city's grimy cobblestones felt a shade darker than your everyday downpour. Vaudeville was a city of high stakes and low morals, where vice and virtue danced a wicked waltz. Street lamps, flickering like burnt-out stars, were the only guide through the maze of rain-soaked alleyways and whispering shadows. My name's Martini. Detective, troubleshooter, and a lousy sucker for hard luck stories. This wasn't my first circus, but this act was a 3-ring special. 3 murders, no leads, and a city on the brink of bedlam. The victims were as different as chalk and cheese, each a symbol of the city's vibrant veneer. A young dancer who moved like poetry in motion, her life cut short mid-pirouette. The socialite, a woman who knew the city's pulse better than anyone else. And then there was the businessman, the embodiment of Vaudeville's promises of progress, snuffed out like a candle in the wind. The usual peace in Vaudeville was off-kilter, replaced by the discordant notes of fear and suspicion. Strangers viewed each other through wary eyes, neighbors turned to strangers, and every shadow seemed to hold a secret. The once vibrant city had become a stage, the curtain drawn on a grim play of mystery and murder. In a city without harmony, the police chief was the conductor trying to keep the orchestra in tune. Gretzky was his name, a seasoned cop with a granite jaw and a heart that had seen better days. There was a stark tension, a raw fear that danced like St. Elmo's fire in his eyes. Whatever was happening in Vaudeville had Gretzky out of his depth, and that was a sight I'd never thought I'd see. If anyone could make sense of this twisted tale, it would be him. I'd better head to the police station and have a chat with Gretzky for starters.
Okay, well, 1 or 2 cliches in there, but nothing that's going to be absolutely game-breaking. So it said it wanted us to go talk to... Well, hold on, let me check the notebook. Yeah, go to the police station and ask Chief Gretzky about the murders. Okay, and these are, I assume, our locations. So we've got Pascal's Groceries, the Blackwoods, the Morgue, police station, Coral, I don't know what that is. Caban Violet, okay, that's probably a nightclub. Country Club, I know what that one is. Circus Saxabar, okay, Circus is in town. And Graveson Manor. Okay, well, I guess we'll go to the police station and talk to the chief. Okay, just testing the mic. Aha, it's working, okay.
Well, what do you want? Spit it out. What's working? What are you talking about?
Okay, dude, don't be rude. Talk to me about the dead people.
Dead people? Oh, you mean the recent murders? Yes, it's quite a gruesome situation we have on our hands. 3 innocent lives taken away in such a brutal manner. It's sickening, really. I've been trying to piece together the puzzle, but it's proven to be quite a challenge. Anything specific you want to know?
Well, I would like to know, is that polo shirt part of your standard actual uniform?
Polo shirt. No, son, this here is my police uniform. Dark, official, and it comes with a badge. Can't be running around in a polo shirt. Now can I? Why do you ask?
Well, because you absolutely are running around in a polo shirt. Okay, so, tell me where to go look at the bodies.
Bodies. Look, I don't know where you're getting your information from, but I assure you, I'm not just wandering about in a damn polo shirt. And as for the bodies,
He's still on about the
they've been
shirt.
taken to the morgue for examination. But why on earth would you want to go look at them? It's not a sight for the faint of heart, I tell you.
I want to solve the murders is why I want to go look at them. Alright, let's see what you think about that.
Oh, so you think you can solve these murders, huh? Well, color me intrigued. Tell me, Detective Martini, what makes you think you can crack this case?
I'm gonna guess because you're in charge of it, and quite frankly, you look quite vacant.
Vacant. Now, detective, don't go making assumptions about me. Just because my tired old face might not light up the room doesn't mean my mind isn't sharp as a tack. But if you think you've got a fresh perspective on these killings, by all means, share your thoughts. Let's see if there's any substance behind that witty remark of yours.
Okay, you're sharp, are you?
Sharp as a blade, my friend. I've been in this job longer than you've probably been alive. I've seen it all, heard it all, and solved more cases than I can count. So, what's your plan, Detective Martini? How do you intend to catch this killer?
Oh, I'm having fun here. I want to test you, is what I want to do. So, what is 13 to the 7th power?
13 to the 7th power. Now, why on earth would you want to know that? We're here to talk about the murders in Vaudeville, not solve math problems. But if you insist on testing my knowledge, let me think for a moment. Yes, 13 to the 7th power is... Well, it's a mighty big number, that's for sure. But the exact value... Sorry, my memory isn't what it used to be. Now, can we get back to the matter at hand?
Yes, nicely dodged, homeboy. Let me ask you one more question then, if you don't mind.
Of course. Go ahead and ask your question. I'm all ears, my friend.
Who was the murderer in the Agatha Christie novel Death on the Nile?
Agatha Christie. Death on the Nile. I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea, my friend. As I mentioned before, I'm not much into those newfangled forms of entertainment. My focus is on solving the real-life mysteries right here in Vaudeville. Now, if you have any more questions about the recent murders, I'll be happy to help.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do the actual murder here really quick. So, before I go to the morgue, how about, did you find any of the murder weapons?
Murder weapons. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Yes, we have indeed found some potential weapons at the crime scenes. Sharp objects, blunt instruments, you name it. But identifying which one was actually used in each murder has proven to be quite the challenge. The forensics team is working on analyzing the evidence as we speak. Why do you ask, Detective Martini? Do you have a hunch about the murder weapons?
No, dude, I am just gathering information. So, where do I go to actually see the forensics results?
Forensics results, you say? Well, that's a good question, Detective. The coroner's office is where you'll find the information you're after. They should have the abduction report ready by now. You can find the coroner at the morgue, just a few blocks away from here. But tell me, what are you hoping to find in those results?
The definition of the word abduction?
Abduction, you mean? That's an interesting request, Detective Martini. But I must admit, I'm a bit puzzled.
You look puzzled.
Why would you be interested in the definition of abduction? Is it related to our investigation somehow?
Yes, because you just said it out loud, you friggin' numpty.
What tea are you talking about?
Okay, it doesn't know
Detective?
numpty.
I don't recall mentioning anything about tea. Are you sure you got the right person? Perhaps there's been a misunderstanding. Let's focus on the case at hand, shall we?
Okay, well, really quick, I do want to check a couple more things. So let's let him complain about me rambling away at you here for a second, and then we will try asking him a question maybe in French. Bonjour, monsieur. Comment ça va? Okay, it doesn't do monsieur.
Francais, main tenant. C'est une surprise. Genie savais pas que vous parlez ma langue maternelle. Alors, qu'est-ce que vous voulez dire par monsieur et comment? Je suis curieux de savoir où vous voulez en venir, Detective Martini.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool. In spite of the fact that it goofed up on some of my translation, it did switch to French. And as far as I can tell, it says something he speaks his mother... it's his mother tongue, so that's kind of cool. Alright, dude, I'm screwing off before you have a hissy fit about this one. So let's actually go run over to the morgue and see what's going on. Okay, now that, I think, was down... Yes, there it is. Okay, let's go talk to the morgue people. Hello? Oh, there we go. Hi.
Greetings. Another day, another mystery to unravel. The human body, a complex organism, holds so many secrets, wouldn't you agree? It's fascinating how our physical beings can be both fragile and resilient at the same time. The delicate balance that keeps us alive, it's truly remarkable. But alas, it can also be so easily disrupted. A single blow, a simple cut, and the fragile dance of life comes to an abrupt end. It's a reminder of our mortality, a harsh truth that we all must face sooner or later.
Oh my god, your eyes are terrifying.
Yes, the eyes, the windows to the soul, as they say. They can reveal so much, don't you think? The complexities of the ocular anatomy, the intricate network of blood vessels, the wondrous interplay of light and perception. Yet they can evoke fear in some, for they see not just beauty, but the depths of darkness as well. It's a dichotomy, isn't it? The eyes can be a mirror, reflecting the world around us, but sometimes they show us things we'd rather not see.
Okay, yeah, well, I really hope that your body is not cashing the checks that your eyes are writing.
Oh, my dear Detective Martini, I sense a touch of unease in your words. Fear not, for my body is functioning within the bounds of normalcy. The checks and balances of my physical form are in place, ensuring that the machinery of life continues to hum along. But I understand your concern, for the human body is an enigma, susceptible to ailments and imperfections. It is a fragile vessel that we navigate through the journey of
Okay, I want to test her a little bit when she's
If
done.
ever you require a medical opinion or a sympathetic ear, I am here to offer solace and guidance.
Okay, so you would describe your anatomical efficiency on a scale of 1 to 10 as what?
If I were to objectively assess the efficiency of my anatomical composition on a scale of 1 to 10, I would venture to say it falls somewhere in the higher echelons. Through the years of study and experience, I have honed my understanding of the intricacies of the human physique. However, it is important to remember that no mortal being is without its flaws or vulnerabilities. The delicate balance of health and vitality can be disrupted by various factors, both internal and external.
Okay, I can see how easy it would be to get completely distracted in this game, and I'm actually on my best behavior because I'm recording this for YouTube. So, how about, what were the names of the victims?
Oh, the victims, such tragic losses. Their names were Nicola Grossman, Maria Jansen, and Haley Greenwood. Each one met their untimely demise in a different manner, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Nicola Grossman suffered a fatal stab wound to the back of the neck with a butcher's knife. Maria Jensen endured a brutal attack reminiscent of animal aggression, and poor Haley Greenwood was struck repeatedly in the head with a blunt object, possibly a stiletto shoe. The brutality of these acts is disheartening. Detective Martini.
How incredibly specific. Okay, can I see the quote-unquote abduction report on Haley Greenwood?
Dear Detective, the case of young Haley Greenwood. She was a 19-year-old dancer, full of life and dreams. It is truly heartbreaking to see such potential extinguished so abruptly. The examination of her remains revealed multiple cranial contusions, consistent with the impact of a blunt force. Potentially a stiletto shoe, as indicated by the fragments found on her body. The force of the blows inflicted upon her delicate skull was severe, causing significant trauma and ultimately leading to her unfortunate demise.
Can I see the body?
Oh, my curious detective, I understand your desire to seek answers firsthand, to witness the physical remnants of tragedy. However, it is not within my power to grant you access to the deceased. The body is under my care to be treated with the utmost respect and dignity. Their resting place is here, within the confines of the morgue, where I diligently work to unravel the mysteries that surround their untimely demises. Rest assured, I am here to provide you with the information and insights you seek. But the physical presence of the deceased is not something I can offer.
Okay, so you want me to solve a murder mystery without any clues and without being actually able to see the body. Gotcha. Oh, okay. It apparently thinks I'm still talking. I wonder what it'll think about this.
Indeed. It seems
Didn't
we've
even
delved
try.
quite deeply into this particular investigation, haven't we? The human mind is fascinating in its ability to fixate on certain matters. It's as if our thoughts become entangled in the intricate synapses of our neural pathways, weaving a tapestry of curiosity and intrigue. But fear not, my dear interlocutor, for I am here to assist you in navigating these perplexing corridors of inquiry. Together, we shall uncover the truth, dissecting the enigma that lies before us with surgical precision.
Okay, I'm really tempted to try one more test. Hold on. I'm gonna actually make life a little bit difficult on Editor Digby, because I'm going to cut out my next question, and I'm gonna have to, like, blur it on the screen so you guys can't see what I asked. But I'm kind of curious to see how she will react. So if you see her response, it wasn't too terrible. If we come back just to this conversation, we'll just move on. It'll be fine. Okay, let me go do my test. I'll be right back.
I don't feel comfortable talking about this.
I had a feeling that was exactly what she was going to say. Okay, bye, creepy lady. I'll be back later, I think. Okay, so, the lady we asked about was a dancer. I'm gonna guess then the Caban Violet is where I go talk about her? I'm trying to remember her name. It was Haley something? Haley Greenwood, I think? Yeah, I'm a brilliant detective. I forget stuff really easily.
Have you ever thought about what you might do after your detective work, Detective Martini? Do you have any hidden dreams or passions waiting to be explored?
Yes, I want to run a pizzeria in Hackensack, New Jersey.
Oh, a pizzeria in Hackensack, New Jersey. That sounds intriguing. What inspired you to choose that particular location and venture into the world of pizza making?
You know, enough about pizza. Talk to me about the dead people.
Dead people? Well, that's certainly a morbid topic, isn't it? But if it interests you, I guess we can discuss it. Are there any specific details or incidents about these unfortunate souls that caught your attention? Detective.
Yeah, I heard the dudette got brained in the alleyway, and I was kind of wondering who smeared her brains all over the wall. Any ideas on that?
Oh, the poor thing. Haley Greenwood, right?
Yes.
It's such a tragedy. But I must admit, I don't really know much about what happened. I try to focus on the positive and leave the detective work to professionals like yourself. Is there something you've discovered that makes you think someone intentionally harmed her?
Yeah, she got clubbed to death with a freaking high-heeled shoe, you idiot. Okay, I just really quick wanted to do a microphone check, so alright, we are back. Let me say that again and see if she can actually understand it this time.
Of course, go ahead. I'm here and ready to listen. What would you like to say or ask?
Did you know the dead lady?
You're referring to Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood, the three unfortunate souls who were murdered in Vaudeville recently. It's such a tragic occurrence, isn't it? But no, I didn't personally know any of them. Why do you ask? Are you investigating their cases?
Yes, did you know
Haley Greenwood. The name does sound familiar, but I can't say that I knew her personally. Was she a fellow performer or someone connected to the burlesque scene? It's a shame what happened to her. Do you have any leads on who might be responsible for her untimely demise?
Yes, I think it was you. So, I'm gonna try a bit of a trick question. Are you wearing high-heeled shoes?
High-heeled shoes. Why, Detective Martini, what an interesting question. But I'm afraid I don't quite understand why you're asking about my footwear. Is there a particular reason you're curious about my choice of shoes?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's got blood on it.
Blood on my heels. Goodness, that's a rather shocking and unexpected inquiry, Detective. But I can assure you, my dear, that there's no blood on my heels or anywhere else for that matter. I'm just a burlesque dancer, after all. I'm more concerned with captivating audiences and bringing joy through my performances. So, is there anything else I can help you with, or shall we move on to a more pleasant topic?
Okay, so I'm here to discuss the murder and you want to talk about something pleasant. Yeah, there's no blood on you anywhere else, particularly in your brain. Where was Nicola Grossman murdered?
Nicola Grossman? Oh, I'm not quite sure. I'm afraid I don't have the details of the specific locations where these dreadful events took place. My focus is primarily on my performances and the world of vaudeville. But I'm curious, why are you particularly interested in knowing where Nicola Grossman was murdered? Is there something significant about the location that might be relevant to the investigation?
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
I apologize if I've said something to upset you, but I'm not sure why you're reacting this way. Could you
Because you're an
please explain
idiot.
what I've done wrong? I'm here to help and understand. Detective Martini?
Honestly, Dingbat, if you don't get it, you never will.
Oh, I see. It seems like you're quite frustrated with me, Detective.
That's one way to put it. Okay, so, actually, I can't remember where the other two were murdered. We had the one dancer. Let's go actually ask about... I can't remember the other one there. Well, anyway, we can ask the chief what the names of the victims were. Hello, chief, what were the names of the victims?
Yeah, you want to know about the victims, huh? Well, let me see. 3 people have been brutally murdered here in Vaudeville recently. Their names were Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood. Terrible tragedies, all of them.
Okay, where was Maria Jansen's body found?
Maria Jansen's body was found covered in blood outside her apartment in central Vaudeville.
Thank you very much. All I needed. Okay, so... that's the circus. That's Pascal's Groceries. That's the club. Country club. Is this the apartment, I'm guessing? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, don't worry. I'm here to bring some light to the situation. Vaudeville is such a vibrant city, full of life and opportunities. We shouldn't let fear consume us. Let's focus on finding the truth and justice for Haley's murder. We can't let this darkness overshadow all the beauty that surrounds us. We'll get through this together, Detective Martini.
I do not need your help, lady. What I need is the answer to the question... who do you think killed... who are we after here? Haley. Who do you think killed Haley?
Oh, Detective Martini, you're really diving right into it, aren't you? Well, as much as I would love to solve the mystery for you, unfortunately, I don't have any information or theories about who might have killed Haley. It's all a big mystery to me too. But we won't give up, right? We'll keep searching for clues and working alongside Chief Gradeski to find the answers. Together, we can unravel this puzzle and help bring peace to Haley's soul.
Yeah, well, chill out, Captain Hastings. I don't need that much help. So... do you own high heels?
High heels. Well, they can be quite glamorous and make you feel like you're walking on air. But personally, I prefer the freedom of dancing barefoot. It allows me to connect with the music and the floor in a more intimate way. Plus, it's just so liberating to let my feet breathe and move naturally. But hey, if high heels make you feel confident and powerful, go for it. Fashion is all about expressing yourself, after all. So, what's your style, detective? Are you a high heels or comfy shoes kind of person?
Oh, okay, you're kind of full of yourself and you're a bit of an idiot as well, so I'm just gonna leave you, I think. Bye! Well now, let's go see... Actually, I am kind of running out of recording time, so let's just go check out a couple more people and see what they look like, and then I think we will probably just go accuse somebody and then end the episode. So let's go to the country club, see what's going on over there. Holy crap, you're terrifying. Okay, who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't introduce myself earlier. I'm Michelle. Is there something specific you would like to know about me?
Yes, why do you look like the desiccated corpse of Jerry Hall?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Could you please clarify?
Nope, I don't want to talk to you, you're scary. Alright, what about... Okay, we've been there. Let's check out the circus. Oh, Jesus, you're more terrifying than the last lady was.
Of course, my dear Detective Martini. I always strive for the extraordinary and the uninspiring.
That would explain your friggin' haircut, dude.
My haircut, my good detective, is a work of art befitting a man of my flamboyant nature. It is a statement, a symbol of my unique style and panache. Now, let us not dwell on trivial matters and focus on the more pressing issues at hand.
Okay, I was gonna say something really rude and inappropriate. You are terrifying. Do you own high heels?
Oh, darling, I wouldn't dare deprive the world of the pleasure of witnessing your attempts at walking in heels.
Yeah, I'm done with you. Okay. Okay, what do we got? Graveson Manor we haven't been to yet. Okay, turn off ray tracing, it's fine, I've already got it off. Greets, my homie. Talk to me about dead people.
Good morning. Are you here to take a look at my collection? I assure you.
Nope. Okay, we've been to the morgue, we've done the police station, we've done the choral, we've done the cabane, we've done the country club, circus, Grayson Manor. Okay, we got the grocery store and the Blackwoods left, and then we're gonna just go accuse somebody. Nice hat.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you understand the complexities of life. It's not all sunshine and roses, you know? Sometimes we have to face the darkness head on and find the thrill in it. It's what keeps us alive, wouldn't you agree?
Okay, you're weird. And Blackwoods has what? I'm almost afraid to ask. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, we got a guy named Dada. Hi.
Oh, my dear friend, you seem to have gotten my name a bit tangled in the vines of confusion. It's not Hi, but rather just plain old Dada.
Okay, bye. Alright, so... yeah, let's just go to the accusation page. Okay, what do we got? How do we do this?
Have you made up your mind, Detective Martini?
This looks like actually more people than we met. Okay, Count Grayson we met. That, I think, is... No, that's not the dude from the circus. Who the hell are you? Okay, Scary Lady we met. Creepy Little Hobbit we met. The Fashion Numbnut we met. Crybaby Lady in the grocery store we met. Ah, there's the circus dude. Biagio. I don't know who the hell you are either. And there's Marina. I don't quite like Marina. You know what, circus dude? Actually, Haley Greenwood was killed with high-heeled shoes. So it's going to be either you, or you, or you. You know what? You're the scariest one of all of them. Michelle, you killed her.
And why?
Absolutely 100% positive, and she did it for revenge. Okay, oh, I have to do all three of them. Okay, who killed Maria Jansen? That was the one hit in the head with a stiletto heel, so that's going to be you.
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why?
Yes, because she were rivals on the stage. She wanted to be the head dancer. Okay, now who killed Nicola Grossman? He was, if I remember right, clubbed to death? Or no, he was stabbed in the back of the neck. So, which one of you guys looks the most stabby? I haven't accused you yet. I'm going to go with you.
Choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
He did it for the sheer industrial hell of it. Survey says...
Detective Martini, this is complete nonsense.
Okay, well, it didn't penalize me for actually making false accusations, which, quite frankly, if I was a real detective, probably would have got me into a little bit of, like, legal trouble. However, I've got to admit that even though this game is extremely rough around the edges, the Chat GPT AI that they were using for this one, well, anyway, whatever AI they used actually wasn't too bad. I mean, I wasn't really stress testing it or anything, but it was pretty good at kind of deflecting away from the things it didn't get. And like that bit with the math equation thing, that actually, I thought he was going to answer it there for a minute, but yeah, it did kind of nicely dodge that. Overall, it did struggle a couple of times to pick up my mic, but yeah, it wasn't too terrible. Oh, you know what? Real quick before we end, I want to try one more thing just to see what happens. So hold that thought. Let's go back and talk to Chief Vacant Eyes.
What's the matter, Detective Martini? You look like you've seen a ghost. Did something happen?
Yes, could you please say 3 times fast, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers?
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Is that some sort of tongue twister? I've never been one for those games. Now, let's get back to business, shall we? What brings you here today, Detective?
Well, I wanted to test you, and I wanted to test how good the, chat gets picked up. So, how about this one?
Alright, I'll play along. Hit me with your best shot, Detective Martini. Let's see if this old brain can handle it.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Well now, that's an interesting question, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I suppose if a woodchuck could chuck wood, it would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck. But let me ask you this, were we talking about woodchucks and their woodchucking abilities? We've got more pressing matters at hand, like these recent murders in Vaudeville. Have you made any progress on the case, Detective?
Well, the only thing I've got to say about that is that the answer to the riddle that I heard when I was a kid was, a woodchuck would chuck everything it could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. And I'm kind of surprised you didn't get that.
Oh, is that so? Woodchuck chucks everything, huh? I must admit, I haven't heard that particular variation before. It seems like you've always been one step ahead of me, Detective Martini. But let's not dwell on childhood riddles. We have a murder investigation to focus on. Tell me, have you uncovered any new leads or suspects?
Oh, hold on, I'm trying to remember how the limerick goes. So, do you know any good limericks? While I remember.
Limericks, you say? Let me think for a moment. Yeah, here's one that my old friend used to recite. There once was a detective named Martini, solving crimes while sipping his martini. With wit and charm, he cracked every case, leaving criminals in utter disgrace. Vaudeville's hero, solving mysteries unseen. Why? Now, that might not be the best limerick you've ever heard, but it's the best this old chief can come up with. Now, back to the matter at hand.
I'm going to give the AI credit. If he had actually gotten the pronunciation of unseen correct, that would have not been terrible. So, hold that thought, dude. I got one for you.
Oh, you've got a limerick for me. Well, I'm all ears, Detective. Let's hear what you've got.
The delectable lovely Miss Coleshill chanced to sit down on a mole's hill. The inquisitive mole poked his nose out the hole. Now Miss Coleshill's all right, but the mole's ill.
Yeah, I see. A playful little wordplay with Miss Coleshill and a curious mole on a hill. Quite imaginative, I must say. But forgive this old chief for being a bit out of touch with these newfangled word games. So, tell me, is there something specific you wanted to discuss or inquire about? Or was this just a momentary diversion from our murder investigation?
Nope, I want to know what you think about my outro, so I'm going to do it as soon as you comment on this. Okay, I went out and came back so I could do a clean start. You ready for this, dude?
Well, What do you want? Spit it out. What did you find out there?
I want to yet again say thank you to Bumblebee Studios for the key to this game so I could check it out. And as always, I've been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at Vaudeville. And yeah, I hope to see you for whatever comes next.
Bumblebee Studios. Bonneville. What are you talking about? Sounds like some newfangled entertainment nonsense.
Oh, yeah.